the video resolution. Let me know if there are any issues. So, but it looks like we got 1080 now. So, yeah, that looks better. Sorry for that, but I hope it works now. Somehow the sound is gone that I just tried to build. So Brahms low mid, I think this one was nice. Turn the volume down a little bit. What do we have here? Okay, that's let's use this one. And let's put B back on the start there. Can give a little bit more volume. So I don't want the hit sound here, just the Brahm. What do we have here? So that's just a noise sample there. But it helps to cut through a little bit. So mod we can control. I want to have something more Brahmy here. Let's take this one. The cool thing is, it's also everything is so, but that's not the best Brahm there. Trying. So I tuned this Brahm 1 octave up, so it can get through better. And this is cell D, so let's look into the mixer, cell D, which is 4, and bring in like Screamer, for example. Watch your speakers. So Screamer adds a little bit of oomph to that, and then we So that's a nice Brahms sound there to start with. So tempo, let's say 120. We can start with a hit. So let's start with that. So that's the first Brahms sound. So we're going to duplicate that and use modern trailer toolkit for the hits and whooshes and all that stuff. So it's loading. That may take a little moment. So first of all, let's I want to say let's take a look at the presets, but there are no presets, so goodbye. This one has no presets. Okay. Even better, who likes to work with presets anyway? That one's nice. What are these purple keys up here doing? I have no idea. Looks like they don't know anything. Oh, that's also nice. The engine remembers the tonality setting per key. That's cool. So every sample that you trigger has its own transpose setting. Just looking for let's go to the first key. So what I would wish for is kind of an initialize button to empty all the cells and start from scratch. So this seems to be hard right now to do. So you either need to disable all the cells. Okay, use the hit key, so you can't disable that one, but you can turn the volume down. And so let's say offset an 8th note. Right now we don't hear anything because everything is disabled. So first thing. So I don't want riser there. I want to have some. Start with this one. I want some other trailer hit there. Yeah, that one's good. Nice. I think we can even keep it. Can I copy a key setting and paste it to the next key? Would be great to have like a basic hit and then on the next key add on to this hit I have just created in the first run. So, knowing that this is offset for an 8th note, I should have this line up specifically on the grid when I put in an 8th note before the beat. So when I now start from scratch, so that's working. And what I can also do is like do double hits here because I have the direct hit as well. It's pretty long there. So that's nice because I can kind of keep the hits rising there. We need some more stuff here. Let's I haven't seen this in their library now, so let's go with some pulses from Vikings. Just want to have some movement. That sounds good. Okay, so pulse movement there, and actually I want to have the upper one a little bit louder and the low a little bit softer. This is Viking pulses. Here we need to duplicate. We need another Brahm here that is even a little bit more, has a little bit more oomph. So let's look into the presets. What do we have here? We have signals, hits. Okay, there are a lot of categories, but not a lot of presets. So let's look into the Max Legend trailer Brahms. like that one. And it's offset for an eighth. So let's use this one with the offset. Okay, so that's the first thing. That's pretty nice. Let's duplicate the trailer hits and see if we can come up with a decent riser. So I want to let's take the first riser that we find and disable the hit. And we can also load the riser into the pre-whoosh. Is that the, let me check this, is the same riser as the one above? So let's offset manually. It seems like it's the same as the other one. Yeah, sounds like the same. So, what I can do is have this, since this is the pre-whoosh section, I can set this to 2 full bars. This is something that is a little bit inconvenient because I would wish to at least set this to like 8 bars or something like that, so that I can really make the riser hit on the spot after 8 bars, for example. So load in a riser and have it rising for 8 bars if the length of the riser provides it. Right now I can only do 2 bars, which is kind of a little bit sad, but nevertheless it works. So we say 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least the riser is in time here with 2 bars, and we can disable the first one. And yeah, it's kind of a little bit sad that I can't copy this key here that I just created and move that over to this key. Oh wait, maybe what we can do is my hit. the preset that I just saved is not there. So maybe that's only there after you restart the application. So we'll look into that. But I really wish I could copy this whole setup and paste it here. So subhits tonal 3. And modern trailer hits 8. Okay, that's the one I used. Modern trailer hits 8. Okay, now they're pretty much the same. But I can now add on to it, like... That's the first one. That's the second one. What is this? Okay, that's just a subhit. But it's a nice add-on because that way we can duplicate the hit here, but not use the first one that we had, but the second one. So we have the same sound with a little bit of alternation. Why was it messing up with what happened here? That one is coming too late. Why is it? Because that's the riser. So this guy. Okay. Yevgeny, great to have you here. Why is that delayed? I have no idea. That's strange. I can copy the keys. Okay, that's great. So let me look into that. Copy paste. Copy. Paste. There we go. Okay, first thing started. Actually, I would have wondered if that's not possible. So that is great. So now with the second key, I can just set this up. Now we definitely have the correct setting there. Okay, so that is working, but still, I have the feeling when the engine is running multiple times that there are some issues with playback, like it's stuttering. Okay, all fine now. Back to topic. Let's duplicate. So we have the so let's change that a little bit more. First of all, let me get rid of my phone here. So okay, Evgeny, I had that before. Is there a possibility to sync I will look into the preset thing in a minute. Is there a possibility to have this offset longer than just 2 bars? Because for risers, if you just put a riser in here, it might be a good idea to start 4 or 8 bars in. That will be really helpful. Anyway, let's look at the preset again. So now when I want to look, I say this is my hit, global mode. Let's say my hit, save, okay. So let's say, okay, there we go. In global mode, it's there now. So that's working. Give me a second. And I definitely need a coffee. So, so let me say, so. Oh, I think I just... yeah, I just randomized the key. So let's reload my kit. At least everything is there where it was, so that's great. What else we have in terms of sounds besides hits, Brahms, signals? Let's start from scratch. Okay, so that is working. Can somebody please shut up the phone? Okay, so that's a possibility to add times 4 times 8 for the risers. That would be great because it just allows more flexibility with the risers. First of all, this is the second Brahm sound that we used. Let's take a look at the sample pool and what's actually included in the library. So this is there. The modern trailer toolkit. Okay, there are a lot of stuff in there. Let's check what the sound effects toolkit has in terms of tones. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff in there, and we try to get this rolling with a contact engine instead of using the audio samples, because that's the initial aim, I think, of this library. Let's add some. Let's take VPS. Let's take VPS there. Actually, that bass Atmo is pretty nice. I like that sound. So, and next one is a neat little tip that I want to share with you that really helps the trailer hits to push through. Which is every time it's kind of like in electronic dance music. When the kick hits, you have the arpeggios and the synth ducking away to make room for the kick to hit. It's pretty much the same in trailer sound design. So what I'm going to do is look for a little click sample, click impulse. Need to where did I have it? Actually, it doesn't matter. We can take whatever sound we want. Let's go with some I think that's pretty good. So we include this, and where is it? There. And right now it's pretty loud and annoying, of course. Let's we put this at -8. Okay. What we want to do is we actually don't want to send it anywhere. We don't want to hear it. So we have a trailer hit there. We have a trailer hit on there and there. Then we have a trailer hit there. And we finally have the 4 hits here. So these click sounds here just act as a trigger. So we won't hear them at the moment. So now what I'm going to do is, first of all, to save necessary plugins that I need, combine these to a group channel. So, and now I have the group channel here for the Brahms. And it works with, I mean, in other DAWs it's way easier. I don't know how it's working in Logic, but in Ableton, for example, sidechain is nothing to worry about, really. So what we can do is in Cubase, any compressor that supports sidechain, which is the Steinberg stuff itself, allows for sidechaining. Isotope allows sidechaining. Actually, let's use Isotope because it's good to see what's happening with the audio. So let's take the Neutron 2 compressor. And over here we activate sidechain. And now I want this click sound, whatever you choose here, it just needs to be short and very distinctive. We send this to the sidechain of this compressor. And now we can adjust the ratio and the threshold, and you will see what happens here every time this thing hits. Right now we don't see anything. Why is that? Because let me set this up like this, just so we get an idea. Ah, because it's muted. That's why it's not working. Got it. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's do a ratio of 5:1, and we want a fast attack. We directly want to hit it in, and we want a fast release as well, because we want to release it is just for the initial transient of the trailer hit. And then we can adjust how much we want to go down. Want it to go down. And when you, for example, in EDM, it would be like this. We can even do the release faster. So with this, we have, let's say 0.1 for the attack. And now with the trailer hits combined, where here we have 2 trailer hits. And now let's bring in the trailer hits. With these, you see that there is way more room for the trailer hit to cut through. And the same could be done. So let's call that sidechain click. Actually, we don't even need to see it. We just need to know it's there. And the same we could do for the pulses. So when I say I want here the neutron compressor as well, we're pretty much the same setting. External full bend for sidechain, and activate sidechain, and turn the attack down, the release down. So ratio of 5:1, something like that. And then we are going to send the click track to this second compressor as well. And now we have and it needs to be on, of course. What's happening here? Okay, there we go. There's a little bit of a noise when the attack is too short. So, well, we have the Brahms as well. So it sounds very compressed, but together with the hits, it fills out nicely. So That's what we have for the first part. Let's listen again. I think that's even a little bit much. We can tone that down a little bit. The sidechain effect, I mean. Not really sure why the second hit here comes in late. Need to check that out here again. Let's set this to quarter note. Oh, it looks like that the offset is not per key, so per single sample, but an overall setting. So when I want to have this key on quarter offset, now the other one is a quarter as well. That's sad. I would have imagined that it's like the other settings per key. So, okay, let's do a quarter. Which means we need to adjust all these over there to start really a quarter before. Just I'm gonna make it quick today. I won't do a full cue today. Just so for the second Brahm here, I want to, which one is it? That's the F4. So I want the same sound, so I copy it, then I paste it. Okay, the same is not working here with per key. But here I want to have a different sound. yeah, something like this. So we just change. So it's the same drum with a little bit of sound variation. Let's change the riser here as well. Make the second one a little bit bigger. So we have. So that's the riser we have here. Yeah, let's just add this in. Which makes the sound a little bit bigger. So it's really just a short example. Overall, it's really a great tool, especially when these little hiccups are sorted like different offsets for different key presets here, and when we can actually set it up like 4 and 8 bars to really make longer rises. But overall, I like the simplicity of coming up with new sounds and interchanging the samples, doing a different hit, doing different sounds next to each other. This is a great tool. So last thing I want to do is just add a little bit of effect processing on the master. So let's go with Ozone 8. There we go. So I just want to give it a little bit of highs. Don't even need a dynamics compressor here. True peak. I'm starting to hear myself double a little bit because Ozone obviously introduces latency. So let's go with a low latency. Let's see how that sounds. So, very short cue, but I think gives a proper representation of what this library sounds like. A lot of stuff you can do in there, like the simplicity of changing sounds. Evgeny just wrote, you can also route these different elements to different outputs, so you can tweak them out of your contact in your DAW for EQ tweaking and things like that. So pretty great product, and when these little niggles that we found are sorted, it will definitely find a way into my template or into my trailer work. So the sounds are great, just straight to the point, no need to worry about that. Just hit and go. So far so good. That's for AizerX with the sound design and the trailer hits and trailer sounds. Great stuff there. Check it out on the website. I think it's keepforest.com. Let me recheck that before I say anything wrong here. Sorry for that. I keep the link. Actually, it's keep-forest.com. Keep-forest.com. Post the link here, and we'll also post it underneath the okay, Yevgeny just wrote, there is a way to initialize the patch and to start from scratch, which I was mentioning later on, earlier in the video, that I would like to initialize. So if we can just show that. So Yevgeny, I appreciate your help there. If you can tell me how that actually works, we can definitely show that how it works, because that's what I wanted to do, like start from scratch. So easy mode, pro mode, my hit, random, kit. Looking around, where is the initialize button? Can't see it. If not, we can also, I'm sure you will find that info on your videos, or I will do an update on that a little bit later. Do you see the refresh circle little button next to the loop button? This one. Press with control. Okay, I got it. So with this trick you can at least initialize the cells. Maybe you could also provide an NKI empty version, so where nothing is in it, so that you can start from scratch, so you don't need to do that manually. Anyway, that was the first look at AizerX. I hope you enjoyed it, and it's really nothing big of a track today, but since I wanted to keep it straight to the trailer sound design stuff that's included in there. Great way to come up with your own patches when you're not a sound designer, and yeah, sounds pretty good. So that's what we got. Enjoy and have a great day. Talk soon.